Welcome back to another episode dealing with my shenanigans. Hey, y'all. Welcome to We Have Some Notes. I am your host, Chantel Siobhan. I'm feeling real silly right now because I feel disillusioned by all this snow. By all this snow. Remember when winter used to have respect? She used to just trickle in slowly over time. You know, um, she would have little flutters of snow. None of it would stick to the ground. Y'all remember that? And it'd be real pretty. You can go get some hot cocoa and look out your window and think, oh, that's nice. That's pleasant. You know what I mean? Not no more. Now she just comes in like a wrecking ball. Full on snowstorm. Early December. We not used to seeing her until January. It's early December. You can't walk outside in no hoodie or no sweater, no sweatshirt. It's coat, jacket, long john weather. The snow is stuck. We are snowed in. Not flued in, snowed in. I'm upset. I canceled everything. Everything, everything. Hate the snow. How was y'all's Thanksgiving too? You just coming off of Thanksgiving break. If you had a break, child, way stuff is set up nowadays. Listen, let me tell y'all something. This is a note for my family specifically. Next year, y'all can make some reservations because we're going to a restaurant. Yeah. The way my family came in my house, ate all my food, didn't leave me no leftover macaroni and cheese, amongst other things, and then didn't put nan dish in the dishwasher, fork, spoon, plate, nothing to help me clean up after I was on my feet at 4 o'clock in the morning cooking from scratch. And then they left, ain't help clean nothing, left. I don't know who raised you. But we will be at somebody's restaurant next year. You've been given your notes. I have a really good show for y'all this week. We're going to talk about, listen, one, two, 3. Release some Candy's releasing Todd. They getting divorced. Ray J is releasing Hell on Earth. Okay, he got Brandy and Beyonce and a whole bunch of drama. Not to mention, he was reportedly pulling weapons on his wife during Thanksgiving. So we're gonna talk about releasing Ray J. Okay, Tamar is allegedly releasing a whole bunch of lies about what really happened to her and sneaking behind Mendices. If you believe Funky Dineva. Okay, and then I'm gonna give you guys, this is important. This is one that's serious. I'm gonna give you guys an update on my family. You guys know I had Dr. Joy on here, and we talked about how Mercedes Wells is our relative, and how our family is doing after the case where she was turned away in active labor at Franciscan Health. I'm going to give you guys some really important updates, but most importantly, we have some names. Okay, I am going to be revealing the name of the main nurse who was responsible for this occurring, and the doctor who could just not be bothered to come look at the patient for herself before discharging her. So we're going to get into that on this episode, but we're not going to do nothing we are not going to do anything before we get into, y'all know what that means. Somebody said. So let's get into the show, guys. Y'all know that I love Somebody Said. Okay. This is my favorite part of the show. It's always my favorite part of the show. Somebody said, I guess I'll keep explaining it. I'll keep explaining it until you tell me, hey, you ain't got to explain this to no more. We get it. Somebody said it's a trivia that I made up from my own imagination. Okay. Now I'm going to give you either a song lyric or a movie quote, book quote, something that's just well known, a meme, maybe. And I am going to say that it applies to something this week that somebody could have said. Sometimes I throw in actual quotes that the person say, rarely. So you just gotta jump into my mind, my imagination. Are you ready to play? Somebody said? Okay, let's get to it. This is the first quote, our first clue. Somebody said, you are a princess of Genovia. Genovia. Me? I can't be a princess of Genovia, but you are a princess of Genovia. Who said it? Do y'all know who said it? Okay. If you said Brownwyn Golden Vance, you would be correct. Now, Brownwyn is the daughter of one Courtney B. Vance and Angela Bassett. Okay. Is it Bassett or Bassett? I feel like making it a little bit more fancy. Angela Bassett, y'all. This is their baby, and she was so cute, so precious. She made her debut at Les Belles Debutantes. Okay. This is a really high class, prestigious, fancy debutante ball, and she was there in Paris with her parents. This is said to be the world's most exclusive debutante ball. This happened on November 29th at the Shangri-La Paris Hotel. Okay, she was seen, she's a Harvard student, by the way, wearing a custom Stefan Roland off the shoulder dress, and it was like a long white tulle skirt, gold embroidered accents along the bodice. She shared a special dance with her dad, and her brother, her twin brother Slater, actually is the person who accompanied her, like her date. They called him her cavalier. So she says about the day that, look at it, look at her. She's so pretty. Brownman says that it just feels like you are a princess for one night. It's a beautiful ceremony to allow girls to feel extremely special for one night. And I wanted to be a part of something so beautiful, so spectacular that I probably wouldn't be able to experience again. I know that's right, Brownman. I want to see more Black girls going to the debutante, okay, making their appearance at the galas, at the debutante balls. But she looked amazing. Did you guys get that one right? Okay. Well, listen, you always got the next one. Are you ready for the next one? Okay. Next one is say my name. Say my name. Who said that? No, it was not Beyonce in this case. Nor was it Beyonce's fiance or husband. Who said that? Okay. The correct answer, you know what? Did y'all get that right? I didn't get that right. Okay, the correct answer was Millie Bobby Brown. Now listen, Millie Bobby Brown then got married. Y'all, she is all grown up. She didn't get married, but she may be taking things a little bit too far. if you ask me, because she done married this man, and now she gonna try to tell us that we can't call her Millie Bobby Brown no more. She says that her name is just Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi. Okay, that's it. Millie Bon Bon. That's her new name. This is gonna be her official name. Let me tell you something, Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, your mama calls you Millie Bobby Brown, and I'm gonna call you Millie Bobby Brown because you know what? That's just what it is. A few things. Ain't your middle name Bobby? So why are you assuming his middle name and last name in replace of your own? So you taking up, you know what I mean? You're doing a lot. Then this whole Millie Bon Jovi, what y'all, let me look at it. Millie Bonnie Bon Jovi. It don't got a ring to it. Millie Bon Bon simply can't do. It sounds like a cinnamon roll that we would get at the Cinnabon store. I'm going to give you a few options because, you know, I want to be respectful. It feels to me that you're in some type of identity, a thing where you want to shift your identity, if you will. You want to be something new to the world. Hey, I'm giving you some options. Respectfully, I'm not doing Millie Bon Bon. I'm not. I'll allow you to be MBB. Okay, MBB works because it's the same as your new name with Bon Jovi. Listen, Bonnie Bon Jovi, MBB. Millie Bobby Brown, MBB. MBB got a nice ring to it. We can call you MBB. We can get down with that. Okay. Hey, 11 always works. 11 is that girl. L is that girl. Okay. 11, L, MBB, or Millie Bobby Brown. Those are 4 options. That pick one of those. All right. Working out. What's next? Are y'all ready for the next one? Also, don't ever be so quick to take some other man's whole name, middle name, and everything instead of your own. I keep trying to tell y'all, men are embarrassing. Husbands, too. All right. Are y'all ready? Here is the next clue. Somebody said, I can be your bodyguard. Who said that? Again, no, it was not Beyonce. I must really be in my Beyonce bag when I was making it. I can be your bodyguard. Who said that? Who said that? Do you guys know who it was? No. Okay. The correct answer is Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo. Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, Elphaba, and Galinda, if you will. They was out here promoting this Wicked for Good movie, child. Somebody ran up on Ariana from super far away. I'm talking so far away. Where was your actual bodyguard? We may never know. But you know who was there for her? Cynthia Erivo. Okay, so Cynthia Erivo talks a little bit about this on the Today Show. I'm gonna pull up a clip here in a second because I want you guys to listen to it, but I also want you to pay attention to her voice. Pay attention to Cynthia Erivo's voice as she's talking. Okay.
Of that. I mean, the other day in Singapore, unfortunately, and it's scary too, a fan who just got a little overzealous to be nice about it. And look, this is full mama bear, Cynthia. Little you just getting in there being like, don't you touch? I mean, that's just pure instinct, I guess.
I was really thinking, I just wanted to make sure my friend was safe. I'm sure he didn't mean us harm, but you never know with those things, and I wanted to make sure that she was okay.
Yeah.
That was my first instinct. Yeah.
John M. Chu was here.
Here's the thing. I think that was beautiful. I love that Cynthia feels the need to protect Galinda, child, and and be there for her. Listen. I know that y'all are trying to gaslight the people, okay, to not be able to talk about the very obvious. But it's very obvious here that the Wicked cast is getting withered, exhausted, used up, if you will. Listen to her voice. Her voice is gone. Ariana Grande's voice is always gone. Now even the lady interviewing her voice is gone. It's a transference of energy happening, okay? Everybody needs a nap. Everybody involved in the making of this movie, but especially Elphaba, Glinda, Ariana, and Cynthia. All four of y'all must sit down and rest. It is time. I'm going to talk to y'all more about Wicked for Good later in the show, but I'm just going to get back into Somebody Said before we go too deep on the other side, child. Are y'all ready for y'all next clue? Trying to make me feel like I can't talk, state the obvious. Okay, somebody said, not on my watch, ho. Who said that? What? Not on my watch. Oh. Who said it? No, girl. No. The correct answer is Sabrina Carpenter. Okay. Sabrina Carpenter most recently had to check y'all's president, child, in this administration for using her song Juno while putting together one of their little homemade clips promoting the deportations. Okay. So of course they've got this video and they're handcuffing people, arresting them, tearing them from their families, and they think this is fun and games. This is all a joke to them. Ha 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 ha. Being inhumane is so funny. And in the background, they are playing this clip from Juno, which is talking about like sexual positions and stuff. So it's not like it's super inappropriate to begin with. And of course, they put this on their official channel, Twitter, but Sabrina was like, no, girl. She put out a statement and said, this video is evil and disgusting, and do not ever involve me or my music to benefit your inhumane agenda. Period. Not on my watch, ho. Not on my watch. Similar to Rihanna, who told them don't put her music during his campaign rally. What was another one? I think Beyonce has sent him a cease and desist. Olivia Rodrigo. Like, it's been a few artists. Why can't they go get music from Kid Rock or somebody? Like, they ain't got nobody over there musically inclined. Why do they keep taking music from people that don't want nothing to do with them? And they know this already. They know. Okay. You guys have one more shot. Just one more chance at getting Somebody Said right. Are you ready? You got to stay on your feet. Are you ready? Good. Okay. Last one. Somebody said, God ain't forget about me. Who said that? Direct quote. I ain't even making this one up. God ain't forget about me. Y'all know who said it? It's a big artist. When you guys clues here. Did you get it? Y'all got that right. I feel like y'all got that right. You're right. Okay. That was Rihanna. Yes, this is Rihanna. And she was talking about her album Auntie, which, listen, that album came out, almost 10 years ago. We're almost in 2026. It came out in 2016, and it's the gift that still keeps on giving, because it is still breaking records. So most recently, let me make sure I'm sharing my screen with you guys. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so most recently, this is that grape juice that y'all. I like to tell y'all where I'm getting my material from. But the Auntie album has now spent 500 weeks on the Billboard 200. This is the first time an album by a Black female artist has ever reached that mark. I know that's right. Listen, Auntie had all type of bops, okay? Auntie had, first of all, it was Consideration with SZA. Love that one. Yes, we have Work. We have Love on the Brain. Woo When Diamond in My House all by itself. Needed Me, Triple Diamond, all by itself. Okay. In a tweet in announcing this news, Rihanna responded, "God ain't forget about me." I love that. That was beautiful. That concludes this week's game of Somebody Said. Did y'all have fun? Did y'all enjoy yourselves? You're welcome. You're welcome. I do it for you. And yeah, you only got like one, right? But there's always next week. That's why we just love to keep that going. Every week we just like to keep coming up with new new trivia from Somebody Said. Okay. We're gonna get into the show. All right, let's get into some screen notes. Psych. Aha, psych. You thought, okay. I saw right before the holidays a few movies. I think I'm only going to talk about one though, because we need to visit in more detail what's going on with Wicked. First of all, I want to be clear. This is Wicked for good. It's over, hopefully. I didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy this movie. Like, no, I didn't enjoy it. Hold on. I don't want to play the music, but I want y'all to be able to see the trailer. So listen, I have a few notes for Wicked, for good. Mainly this. I lost the plot. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I fell asleep. I did. So I'm about to give away some spoilers because I don't know how to talk about this without spoiling some things for y'all. You can fast forward to the next one if you don't want the spoilers. Okay. Between the two leads of this movie just withering away before our eyes, right? Because we're not supposed to talk about it, but it must be talked about. Between Elphaba and Galinda, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande, I'll forward them just withering away. The movie can be called Withered instead of Wicked. Withering away before our eyes. This cannot be an enjoyable experience because the actors are not just supposed to be dissipating in the air just because you promoting the movie. Huh? It don't make the best of sense. I'm concerned. So that's already got me like, what's the reason? Then in the movie, y'all got the ultimate battle not being between Elphaba and Mirabel, which y'all set up in the first movie. Mirabel is the one calling all the shots. She's the big evil puppeteer. She's the one that actually has all the magic. So why in the strongest magic? So why would there not be a really big epic face-off battle between her and Elphaba? Or did it happen when I fell asleep? I'm told that it never happened. Another issue, this really, Scarecrow and Tin Man, personally for me, those actors needed to switch. Because the Tin Man had the Scarecrow's physicality to me, and the Scarecrow had the Tin Man's physicality. On top of that, they both had issues of the heart. Scarecrow never really had an issue of the brain. Both of their issues were with love, being in a love triangle. The Carolee Lion was just a punk ass bitch. He wasn't necessarily Carolee. Because who crying about being let go of out of a cage? Nobody. You couldn't do nothing better than that. Y'all only let us show Dorothy like she was a first player shooter. What kind of direction is this? Okay. It was a lot going on, but none of it made good sense to me. Then the sister was set tripping. Y'all barely cried a tear when she died. Glinda was a Karen through and through. Glinda was a Karen. There was no redemption arc. Glinda was a Karen. It's like we just accepted that she was a Karen because she had on a pink bubble dress. What the hell's going on? Then on top of that, the music wasn't hidden. None of them songs are memorable. Ain't nobody going around singing the song from Wicked for Good, The Way We Were, Wicked. Why was Elphaba having in a love scene, alluding to having a sex scene? It's supposed to be for kids. Like, it was so uncalled for. They ain't ever did nothing like that in the Wiz. What are y'all doing? This is so unnecessary. Got your little green shoulder out in the woods, rubbing it out. What we doing? Listen, I give it 1 star, and that star for the costumes. That's it. That's it. And now there is over. Oh, not to mention, this really pissed me off. What do you mean the wizard is Elphaba's daddy? What? Now y'all just making stuff up. And before y'all even come, I mean, you can say what you want to say in the comments. We can have a conversation. I get that this was taken from the book. I get it. It's not taken from the book. It's taken from the play, for which I have not seen. I really wanted to see it. But this needed to be adapted to make sense on the big screen. Because it does not make sense on the big screen. And it's rushed. It just simply does not follow the format from film to me. 1 star. 1 star. But now that it's over, I beg you, wrap this up. Y'all should not be sweeping no awards. Absolutely not. Y'all might get 1 or 2 for costumes, so I'm sure you'll be making your appearances. But listen, that means after what? February, March 2026, we ain't got to see none of y'all no more together. And I think that's necessary because y'all need to rest and we need a break. It's not working. It's not pulling the best from you. You need a nap. Ariana talking about she going on tour. Not in this state. if not in this condition, you need to rest. Okay. Another, moving on. We're gonna move on from that. But now a show that I am thrilled about, excited about, can't get enough of, friend, Stranger Things did what it needed to do. Stranger Things season 5. Let me see if I can play more of the trailer for you.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
No idea, but I think we should find out. Everyone in?
So good.
I want to see Vecna's heart on a platter.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Demogorgon.
I have no idea, but I love it.
Come on.
He knows where we are.
Yes.
Boom.
The excitement.
Time's up.
Ooh, Erica.
We gotta go.
Woo! 11.
Oh my god! It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We're not gonna make it.
Listen. Stranger Things season 5. It's all there. It's all there. Okay. The gang is back, y'all. The gang is back. We got Dustin, we got Will, we got Mike, we got Lucas, we got 11. You know, Max is still sleeping for the most part, but she's there. And of course, we got my girl Erica. All right. This has got to be the most thrilling. So they released 4 episodes for Thanksgiving. Okay, that was volume 1. Then your next drop is going to be Christmas. It's crazy. I don't know how many episodes we get for Christmas. Then a final situation is going to be on New Year's. And so this next drop, we're about to get a bunch of Henry / Vecna's backstory, I believe. I believe. I guess by the time we get to the end of this, we'll have more information on his story, like his origin. And there's a play, I take it. There is a London play and there's a New York run of this play. The storylines are different if you've seen the plays in one region or another. So go on YouTube and look up like people that are recapping the play if you're not able to go to the play. But yeah, when this starts rolling out, I'm gonna give y'all time before I start giving y'all spoilers, but we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it because I am here for everything they are doing with Stranger Things. I'm here for the Rainbow Bright mentions. I'm here for the Poltergeist references. I'm here for the Freddy references. I'm here for the Wrinkle in Time. I'm here for all of it. Okay. MBB. Hey. 11 is that girl. Why don't you just let us call you 11? Listen, Stranger Things, Netflix won with that one. I don't know what they're going to do when this is over. This is a show that didn't need to end. Like, I know and I get that it had to, but y'all leave in the comments if y'all are watching Stranger Things like I am, and what was your favorite part of watching volume 1? We're going to talk about it next time. Okay, let's move on. Ciao. To the releasing of things. This came upon us so suddenly. This was so sudden to me. I didn't see it coming necessarily. Like, I'm not surprised. I guess I was just not anticipating it happening. So let's talk about listen. Kenny and Todd Tucker getting a divorce. Candy filed, child. Candy filed, certain with the divorce papers. I believe she said they have irreconcilable differences. It cannot be fixed, cannot be put together. Okay? Can't do it. Gas to release them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release them. Gotta do it. Okay. I like this article I found on Essence. It was an op-ed, but I think it's really interesting. So I'm going to be reading. I'm going to be reading from this op-ed, and I'll give a few notes about what I think is going on with Kandi and Todd, child. Okay. Because were the signs there? We don't know. Kandi, Todd, and the burden of Black women breadwinners. This is from Essence. Okay. From established queer women to rising stars, ambitious women often encounter resistance and mixed signals from the ones they love. Wow, look at this picture of them. Okay. If the news of Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker divorcing wasn't already sad enough, it looks like things between the two could take a complicated turn because per Us Weekly, while we were all getting ready for Thanksgiving dinner last Wednesday, Tucker responded to Kandi's divorce petition. He has, listen, this man is requesting primary custody of their 2 children, Ace and Blaze. He's also questioning the validity of their prenuptial agreement, which we all watched him sign on TV. Matter of fact, I think Kandi has responded to his claim or re-amended her claim or however it works, and was like, hey, all this has been recorded by Bravo. Okay? All of this has been recorded by Bravo. Mind you, if Bravo don't do one thing, it's going to be the other. So if they not the official Housewives, the Prison Pipeline TV network, then they definitely the official you about to get divorced network. Those are the only 2 trajectories that they got for you consistently. I'm just saying. Anywho, back to the story. So Todd is saying that he was pressured into signing the prenuptial agreement. Okay. And then regarding petitioning for the children, Todd is saying that they're with him most of the time while Kandi is out of state working. She's working on Broadway in New York City on his play called Juliet, and she's going to be doing that from December to March. And he says that this will continue her to require her to be away from the children for the next several months. But that's just for the next several months, child. It's not in perpetuity. Like, you don't have to be suing for a legal guardian, legal primary custodial, whatever. Okay. Now, as for this prenuptial agreement, which was the hot topic of discussion during the Stars days on Bravo, his team says that the agreement was issued without his lawyer present. Okay. Despite the knowledge that Kandi's counsel presented the final agreement to Todd for signature immediately before the wedding, without any notice or consultation with Todd's team, who had been significantly engaged in the negotiation process, these circumstances raised substantial questions concerning the enforceability of the document. Why'd you sign it, Todd? Mind you, I can just imagine Mama Joyce is insufferable right now. Mama Joyce is insufferable. Is insufferable or unsufferable? She is suffered, don't want to be around right now. Because that I told you so, oh my God. Poor Kandi. Okay. All right, now it goes on to say how there's been mixed bags of feelings around the couple's breakup to the public. Okay, because most people like me got really caught off guard by it. Some people are sad, and others are just y'all pulling out receipts, which is easy to do when they are so visible and on TV for decades, and online all the time, child. So y'all got clips of Todd. Let me actually pull some of these up, make them bigger for you, and we can watch them together. Because y'all listen, Todd is doing a lot.
Don't you do that.
Okay, no, I'm gonna ask y'all this question.
Don't you do that.
Sounds so good.
No, listen to this. If your dudes were worth 10 million, they got all this money, do you think you'll be more of a catering person?
Absolutely,
Because
I'll have less things to do.
No, I'll just be catering different things. I'll be catering a private jet with his money. But we cater to the circumstance we're in.
nah, see, that ain't right. That's not right.
Why?
Oh.
I used to date somebody back in the day. That motherfucker catered like I was a billionaire. But it was just something that they enjoyed
How
doing
did she
for me.
cater that she was a billionaire if she didn't have no
No, I
money?
said she catered like I was a billionaire.
Yeah.
So I walked in, and she would work. She worked like anybody else. She had a child, but she would cook. She would cook in her panties. She would do all kind of shit.
Okay, so
Why are you
why
saying
y'all
this
didn't
right
stay
now?
together?
Yeah, right. She's so damn catering.
Yeah, why y'all didn't stay together?
Where you at,
I'm
girl?
just saying, why y'all didn't
I'm
stay
giving y'all
together?
the example of catering. I didn't say this was my life partner.
No, what I'm saying to you is, like you may have been that person for her that she feel like I did all this shit, and then we still didn't end up together.
And
So
then you
fuck
go
that
to the
shit.
next-
But then after the next dude, she probably didn't treat them as good.
I can't talk what she did before or after.
No, but
All
what
I
I'm
can have
saying, you
to say
get
is
my
my
point
experience.
though.
I get it.
She did all that, and y'all didn't stay together.
Here, this is what listen. Let me give a couple notes real quick. Men used to be farmers. Men, they used to grow things with their hands. Put the seeds in the earth, dig into the earth, grow things that nurtured everybody. Or men used to build things with their hands. Hammer, nails. I built you a house, custom built house. This is the problem. He should be somewhere building or growing. And he is in there gossiping with the homegirls while Candy is getting glam. Do you know how annoyed I would be? Why are you here? Why are you talking to us? Why are you talking to me about your little ex? Go back with her then. Just as misogynistic as they want to be. See, it don't take much to trigger me. Them red flags go up immediately. Let me go back to the article, child. All right. Then there's another video. I'm not going to play this one, I don't think. But this one is just him, again, gossiping with the girls in the glam room. Is this even the same day? This might even be a different day. This is what she was in there doing. He's gossiping about the girls and them not putting in that work to deserve to get tennis bracelets as gifts from a so-called friend. Listen, was Bleacher Report, ESPN on strike? I cannot stand when men do that. All in girls' business. Go grow something. Build something. We ain't never in the barbershop posted. Look how posted he is. in the glam room during working business hours. We ain't never in the beauty shop. I mean, in the barber shop doing this to y'all. Y'all can say a lot about women, but we ain't never in there doing this to y'all. Can we have our own spaces, please? In a clip surfacing specifically on TikTok, Todd is sharing his viewpoints regarding how women should show up for men. His belief is that just as some women see themselves as the prize, hell, he sees himself the same way. Who wrote this article? Who wrote this? Victoria. Nah, I can't say your last name. You a Margie? I like you. She said he thinks he's the prize as well. And he do. And do. If her single friends wanted to be taken seriously to him, they needed to cater to prospective male partners. It didn't matter what they had going on. It all sounded like banter on camera, but he was serious. So she goes on to question how this actually can work in a marriage and actually be successful in a marriage. Okay. Now this is the part that she brought up that I was like, listen. The article goes on to say there was an episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta where they went to therapy, and Todd was doing a lot of complaining during like couples counseling, I guess. So Todd is saying to Kandi, when you come back, you book every hour that you have. It just don't make no sense. At a certain point, you have to be like, I need time with my family. You're doing the acting thing on top of all the other shit. So it's like, let some of that shit go, spend some time with your family, and then take your ass back out to Chicago to finish doing your acting thing. So then Kandi was emotional, and he kept going. I sacrificed a lot to support your dreams. When I came into this situation with you, I wasn't good enough. It was like I got a speedball fast enough to make a lot of money so that I can be good enough not only to your mama, but to the fucking world. It was a lot of pressure. I figured out how to make everybody else happy. I don't do the shit that I like to do, like production and TV and film. That's the shit I was doing before. I haven't really done that shit. I didn't take jobs because jobs didn't pay me what I make now. I was able to become a business entity, and that makes a lot of money, or a business entity that makes a lot of money. Everybody accepts the money guy. He's good. He's the best, but I'm not happy. We can stop right there. And actually, to be honest, that conversation is when the filing needed to happen. Okay? Don't hear what you want to hear. Hear what this man just said to you. That man is unhappy. Let me tell you something. Ladies, Kandi, take note. All my nieces, take note. Sisters, counterparts, compadres, take note. An unhappy man gotta be the most enemy-like territory you're gonna ever enter into. A miserable, unhappy man that's unfilled with himself and his own things that he ain't accomplished is gonna make your life hell. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Ain't nothing to do with you. Okay? He is just that Moaning Myrtle character. Just everything, you come in all happy, you just went to Sephora. Because girls, it don't take much. It don't take too much. We got a few things for the house, some new pillows to throw on the couch. Okay? Then grab the fresh salad somewhere. Got some new makeup that just dropped in Sephora. Happy in our cute little bubble. Here his unhappy ass go. Just a little depressed thing from what was the Pixar movie? Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Inside Out. Ruining your day. Okay? Evil. Ornery. sassy, if you will. That's an unhappy man. Ain't nobody got time to be dealing with that. Long story short, Kandi, my little sisters, nieces, compadres, if you will, you cannot build a bear. Let it hit your spirit. I know you feel it. Let it hit your spirit. You cannot build a bear. Bear must come to you stuffed already. Clock it. Catch it. Clock it. Okay? Bear needs to be filled with all the things that makes him happy. He needs to have his shit together already. Plans already in fruition. Not in his mind. Circling about. Okay? He can't be potentially see the potential to let him get stuffed. No, bear must be stuffed already because you're already stuffed. And if you're not already stuffed, we can stop there. You need to be single. But you're already stuffed. He needs to be stuffed. And together, y'all can put that little heart thing that smell like bubble gum, let it touch and build a bear fashion. That's it. That's all. Y'all will get in so much more or less trouble if you stop trying to build the bear. And you know how the bear, you can make them have a profession or something. Bear needs to be a grower. Bear needs to be building something, growing something, have something of his own outside of you. Okay? I hope that hit y'all spirit the way it should have, because I felt I sent the message. Right, Milo? My cat got up. She felt it. She was like, yes, Ma. That was a word. Now there's one more thing about this story that was crazy. It's one more thing. Hold on, Milo. Please don't come up here. Okay? I love you though. Listen, because she get the pressing buttons and everything will be hung up. And that's going to be the end of the episode. Now, there's something about, I saw this article. It said that Todd allegedly, may have been in these streets, laying it low. Are you going to come say hi to everybody? And spreading it wide. Says that this is People. Kandi Burruss discovered that Todd Tucker was talking to other women behind her back before the split. And she had no idea. Which actually clocks when we tap into his unhappiness. Because when unhappy men, do you know that don't be wandering around, laying in the low and spreading wide. Again, it don't have nothing to do with you. But these men, they are just not okay. Says a source tells People exclusively that Burruss allegedly discovered Tucker had been talking to other women behind her back. And she had no idea. At the time of this report, neither Kandi or Todd has responded to this allegation. Okay? So listen, I'm not happy. I'm not happy that this is happening, but I'm happy that Kandi has the resources and the support, because a lot of times women get stuck in these situations. So I'm happy that she has the support to move on. Todd strikes me as a person that is going to listen. He is going to pull this out and make this most egregious, long, obnoxiously difficult divorce that doesn't need to happen, because we saw you sign those papers on the Housewife to Prison Pipeline Network. We saw it. We seen it. All right, let's move on. Next story is just as, listen, this person is just as egregious. I can't even get my words out. Who, child? Ray J must be stopped. Who gonna stop him? I don't know. But it's gotta happen. Over the Thanksgiving holiday, while you were sleeping and or cooking your Thanksgiving meal, Ray J was somewhere being a menace in his house and was arrested on Thanksgiving for pulling a weapon on Princess Love, allegedly. Okay. I'm going to read the story from the Jasmine brand. Lord have mercy. Give me strength. Okay. Says Ray J was arrested on Thanksgiving after allegedly pulling a gun on Princess Love and others. Now, they were just into something. I don't remember what they were just into, but it was pretty recent. But as far as this story, Ray J is spending his Thanksgiving behind bars. TMZ has confirmed that the One Wish artist was the person arrested when police were called around 4 a.m. to a residence in California for a possible domestic violence incident, as reportedly. Ray J appeared to load a handgun during a live stream this morning and threatened to kill a man. His estranged wife, Princess Love, also claimed that he pointed the firearm at her and their children. Are you crazy? Are you insane? Are you nuts? Are you mad? I'm going to pull up a video because the video, we can watch it together. Video pretty much says it all. I got it for you guys. Okay, here's the video. Lord have mercy. Let's listen to what Ray J was talking about.
World, bro. Now I got my kids in here with me. Like, I'm not, like, ain't nobody taking my kids away from me on Thanksgiving, bro. On the down. They in my house. They making threats to me. What's up? What you trying to do? Take my kids?
Take my kids.
Okay, take your kids. Watch how they cry.
So for the people that are listening to us and not watching, the person that he's now talking to is Princess Love. She just entered the room and he's like, what are you trying to do? Take my kids, take your kids. And she walked behind him to go into another space.
Take my kids because y'all drunk. Y'all want to drive drunk? Y'all want to drive drunk? Drive drunk. Drive drunk, princess.
Right, you just
drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk.
You just pointed a gun.
Drive drunk, princess. Go ahead. Want to take my kids? You and your drunk cousin? Because y'all drunk as and y'all alcoholics? Take my kids then. Go ahead. Who's going to drive? Tony, he's been drinking too.
Driving.
Who's been driving? Everybody? I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
I didn't point nothing at y'all.
You pointed a gun at us.
Yeah, whatever.
So Princess, just look at her. Princess Love right now, while this argument is taking place, she is holding, I think this is her daughter. So she's holding her baby in her arms. The baby got the pajamas on. So again, I believe this happened in the wee hours of the night, maybe 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Princess looks allegedly, just battered. Look at her. You can tell she's visibly upset, crying, flustered. As a woman, if you ever have had a friend or a family member, or you yourself has gone, look at Milo, you yourself, as she wants to look to, you yourself have experienced this, you know exactly what this moment is. Like, you are drained, you are tired, and you're just trying to get away. And that's what Princess, hi baby, you cannot get on laptop, okay? No. So and she's saying repeatedly, "You pulled a gun on us. You pulled a gun on us. You put a gun on us."
You pointed a gun at us. Why are you waking my daughter up? You pointed a gun at us. Why did you just wake my daughter up? Why did you just wake my daughter up? All I wanted to do was have a good Thanksgiving. Why did you wake my daughter up? Ray. Because you're selfish. You're drunk. You're a woman abuser. You're drunk. You're delusional. I'm a woman. That's what drunk people say. Like, you're taking my daughter? Roll the up. All right, seriously. Cool. You're not taking.
So she says, "You're a woman abuser. You're a woman abuser." He goes, "Oh, I'm a woman abuser. That's just what drunk people will say." No, it's not. That's not a thing that just drunk people say. Drunk people say stuff like, "You know, Willie, your fat ass really is fat." That's something that drunk people say. You know what I mean? Or, you know, "Willie, I really wished I had fucked your daddy instead of you." That's the mean type of fucked up shit drunk people say when they drunk. Not "you're a woman abuser." It's very specific. As a matter of fact, that's usually not the direction that drunk people go. Okay.
My son. Ray, like, I know you take my son. Hey, don't touch him. Hold on, bro. I swear to God, I'll shoot the fuck out of you. Y'all get out of my house. Y'all get out of my house. Shoot me right now. I shoot me right now. Take my son. No. I hate you over the fucking kid, bro. Hey, you supposed to get family. No, get the fuck out of here. You're in my house. Hey. Bro, stop. Stop. I kill you. Stop. I kill you, bro. Stop. Okay. I know you will. But stop. I'm trying to help you out. All right, cool. You good? Yep. Literally, they're probably gonna pull up right now. Let's chill. Cool. All right, cool. Literally.
So they're off screen right now. Like the camera is or phone or whatever the device was is not showing anybody. So we can just only hear the altercation. So it seems like maybe there's a male relative or friend that came into the room. Ray just completely spazzed out and says, "You know, I will shoot you." And the guy, listen, this is what I think is happening. I feel like the guy is subduing Ray J at this point because he's like, calm down. And then Ray J's like, I will. And you hear a little tussle. So my imagination is guy got Ray J in a little hit, like a little hit. Calm down. Okay, I will. That's just how I got him in a headlock, child. Shh, be still. And yeah, you can clearly hear Ray J repeatedly tell this man, "I will shoot you." It's so clear.
All right, let go.
This is crazy.
I'm trying to help you. That's good. Let's just get out of here. Get out of my house. Why should you right now? I got a gun on me. I'm trying to help you.
He says, "I got a gun on me."
I don't want to. I would never do that with this. Bro, I can shoot the fuck out of you, bro.
He keeps saying it. I don't know how he's going to deny saying he ain't never told nobody that he was going to shoot them. And then let me tell you something else. I know there's a lot of confusion in our community about how these stand your ground laws may work. But if somebody is not posing a threat to you and they are actually trying to gather their things to leave, you cannot then tell them that you're going to shoot them because they in your house as they trying to leave your house. I wanted to spend time on this particular story because one, I think is very important. I think that Ray J is a freaking menace. He is a menace, and I don't think that he's a good person at all. I know that we think that he's funny. We get our giggles off of him, but this is not a good person. He's just not a good person. He's just not a good man. Mind you, a lot of y'all don't like Kim Kardashian. Who y'all think put Kim Kardashian in our spaces? Ray J. Ray J kicked this off. Okay? He must be held accountable for his crimes. That's all I'm saying. So I want to spend time on this. Let it marinate because I saw the immediate spin. He was in deep trouble, deep shit. he done been arrested. He done allegedly put this gun on his wife, because I think they still married, and kids, endangering the kids, traumatizing the kids. They all in the background crying. What can I do? His little Weasley mind. Oh, what can I do to get some of this heat off of me? That's what I think will happen. Next thing we know, you done threw Brandy and Beyonce in a kerfuffle. Kerfuffle, whatever. Okay? In a desperate plea to get the heat off of himself, he then starts to stir up drama with Brandy and Beyonce as his sister is minding her business on this Boys Minus tour. All right. Let's put up the article. This is from Billboard. And it says, Ray J slams Beyonce for not taking photos with Brandy while attending her tour. I don't like it. Okay. I'm just going to play a video. I'm just going to play. Hold on a second. I'm just going to play this video for y'all.
At the end of the day, Jay-Z and Beyonce, like honestly, bro, like yeah. Everybody moving and they hit because I'm about to talk some shit about Jay-Z and Beyonce. Everybody ran into the other room. They like, Ray J crashed it out. No, I'm just saying, like, niggas need to pull up, like, when they come to the show, come say what's up to Brandy too, Jay-Z and Beyonce. That's it, like, because, like, we big fans. We got our family in there, our cousins, and we know y'all there, and we love y'all, and we look up to y'all. For y'all to come to every one of Brandy and Monica's shows and never say what's up to B, and take all the pictures and all that, I mean, it just, I don't like it. And I love you, Jay, and I love you, B. Please, like, you guys are the biggest 2 stars in the world. So we know you there. Just, you know, y'all walk by Brandy room, just pull up, say, what's up, B? Have a good show. I mean, she don't care. She never told me about this, and I am crashing out on this one. This is crazy. But as a brother and a fan of Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, we want to take some pictures with y'all too, and we want to say hi, and we want to be inspired by the inspirational words that you guys are going to give us. Jay-Z and Beyonce, please, and I know Brandy and Ryan are going to hate this, but please pull up and say what's up to B. And if y'all there, this y'all 6th or 7th time being at the Brandy Monica tour, or the Monica Brandy's when y'all ain't said what's up to B at all. I just don't think that that's okay. And I love you guys. You know, come on, Jay. Come on, B. Let's do the right thing, all right? I love you.
Y'all. I'm so mad at Ray J. First of all, when it comes to this situation, a few scenarios come to my mind. The most immediate one was, Ray J, they talk. They just not talking to you. That was my first immediate reaction. Now, things have changed, but my first immediate reaction was Brandy and Beyonce most definitely have spoken to each other. They just ain't want to see you. Want you around, dapping them up all in their face and in their space. You the problem. Yeah. Brandy has talked to Beyonce. She just ain't told you. That was my first immediate thought. Because I just really didn't think of a scenario where, you know, Beyonce in the boys' mind aesthetic, you know, the menswear, black and white menswear, would go to a tour headlined by Brandy and not speak to Brandy. Then my feelings got hurt. I was like, dang, they might not like each other. You know, they might really not like each other. And it's okay for people. I mean, it is okay for people to not like each other, but I just want to live in this bubble where everybody that I like each other. No? But that might not be the case because right after Ray J made that statement, something weird took place with Brandy's Instagram account. And I'm going to show you. Okay. So, here, let me take my girls off the screen for a quick second. Okay. So there is a photo of Beyonce on a Beyonce fan page, King Beehive. And she has on her black and white corset, suit and tie, kind of menswear look. Brandy leaves a comment that says, "That's my outfit you down here in." Whoa. Coming in hot. She needs a second comment. "I dare you to come down here again and take a picture with me. It will go viral. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point." First of all, now my head is spinning. Because, again, I would like to default to scenario A. Ray J is a menace. Is Ray J down there typing this on her phone, then guessed her password, and is typing this up himself on her phone? Because, hey, that scenario can still stand. Okay? But to and however, I have been a fan long enough to know. Some of my younger internet nieces won't know this, but there was a time when Brandy used to go off on folks online a lot. And I'm talking about everybody. Everybody got it. If you was too slick in her comments, your team, word got back to her team, but your team was talking mean, Brandy would hop on. It was very Kanye-like. It was very in alignment with these two comments that were made on this page. Now, for what it's worth, Brandy did come out, and her team came out and said that her Instagram account was hacked. It was previously compromised as of early morning Tuesday, December 2nd. At this time, all access has been fully restored. Brandy looks forward to seeing everybody this weekend at the Boy Is Mine tour. I don't believe this, y'all. I don't have the answers. I don't know what's going on. Brandy's account being hacked. I don't believe it. I don't believe that that's to be true. And it's a lot of people that's like, "Oh no, that's not how Brandy talks. She doesn't use social media. She don't use social media now." But that's how Brandy used to go off on people back in the day. You can look it up yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. It was a lot. It was a lot of times that Brandy will go off on people. Then there's this. Hold on. Because then, this was a thing. Look close. Well, this is a video of someone backstage. Beyonce, super clearly visible. She's got the big, puffy, curly afro, blonde, unmissable. You can't miss her. Clearly Beyonce. Unmistakable. Then you can also recognize, if you were a fan or an industry insider, I'm sure you recognize Ty. Her stylist is right there in front of her. Long brown locks. Brandy is walking to the stage. Her mom is right behind her. Right around here is when a normal person would have clocked Beyonce. The most opportune time to say, hey, Brand, good job. Break a leg. Have fun. You look good. Okay, I see you, girl. B, oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming. Okay, we'll talk later. But no pleasantries that we can see. Exchanged. I'm not going to keep you. That hurt my little heart. Yeah. So it just might be the case that my two faves do not like each other. Then this is really what let me know that beef was afoot. Beef was afoot on the official The Boy Is Mine tour, where they have kept it mostly completely cute. It's been a beautiful collection of them capturing the experiences of the tour and celebrating what it means culturally, and with all the artists and the people that were guest starring on the stage. And yeah, this post right here says, no pictures, no stamps of approval, no validation needed. They don't like each other, y'all. They don't like each other. They don't like each other at all. They put no validation in all caps. Beef is in the air. That was for why? On a post about what Brandy has accomplished, it starts listing, you know how Nicki Minaj used to do this a lot. I mean, a lot of artists do it, but I think she's probably the first one that I noticed do it. Like when people would come for her, try to discredit her, or like other artists would come for her, think they were big and bad, she just started dropping all of her sales data, like what she's accomplished. And so this is what this reads like to me, because it's talking about everything Brandy's done since she was 15 and how she's, broke so many barriers, and what she's done musically, what she's done culturally, what she's done across mediums, movies, and beauty and fashion and all this other stuff. So for you to start this off with no pictures, no stamps of approval, all caps, no validation needed. They don't like each other. And I'm processing that. I have to process that it's okay. It is completely okay for people to not like each other. Everybody ain't everybody's cup of tea. I get it. I don't like it. Do I want my faves to like each other? Absolutely. Do I want my faves to be able to go into a same space with each other and acknowledge each other? Because that's different. You ever tell somebody, when you see me, act like you don't even see me? That's a different type of disdain. Have you yourself, because I have, seen somebody you don't mess with and you get invisible? Because my girl Beyonce, listen, it looked like, I know she got a lot of musical talent. It looked like the girl teleported. Looked like the girl teleported the hell up out of there. It's a lot to process. Y'all don't like each other that bad. Why is Kelly Rowland there? if Kelly is your sister and your loyalty is to your sister, why is you on enemy territory? Like, I got a lot of questions and I have to process it all. And even though I'm part of the Beehive, I'm not a part of the Beehive. I founded the Beehive, and at least the Chicago chapter. I keep trying to tell y'all, I am the founding member of the Chicago chapter Beehive, sitting president, self-appointed. I don't have nothing else to say about that. I still hold my girl accountable when she do something wrong. So if it is true, and I don't believe this is true because I don't think Mama Tina raised you like this. Like, I don't even think you got this in you like this. But if it is true that you went to this girl's headlining tour and was all backstage co-mingling with everybody back there, but when you saw her, you paid her dust. That's rude. That's mean. You at least got to say hi, B. You at least got to give a head nod. Again, I believe she did. I believe they did the very minimum. I think they did the very bare minimum the first time they saw each other. And that means each subsequent time I see you, I ain't got to say nothing else to you because we don't mess with each other like that. I think that's where it's at. And or I'm still hoping, because I don't want to move too far away from Ray J. He's on the outs. He is on the outs. He is on the outs. And we need to release him. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Release him. Okay? Ray J's got to go. He needs to be on timeout. He's a menace to society. And I wouldn't be over here conflicted at all if it wasn't for him bringing this to my attention. Must be stopped. Let's move on. This is my last big story I think I got. This one is, oh God, I just looked and remembered who it was. I have remembered who it was. Let me get it set up, but I wanted to play you guys this video from Funky Dineva, who has gotten into it with Tamar Braxton. Lord have mercy. Have y'all been catching up with this story? Have y'all seen this mess? Tamar. I don't even know if I got the strength. Give me strength. Tamar has been accused of cheating by Funky Dineva. Accused of cheating for real with Mendices. Let's go back in our notes, shall we? A few episodes ago, probably one of our first few shows, we talked about Tamar and this Mendices drama. Let's go back. Tamar was going to be dropping some kind of album, Heartbreak something or another. I don't think it was a real official album, but it was an EP. Okay? It was an EP. Fine. Now, she's dropping this EP. I think the next big thing we know is she comes out and she says, y'all, I was asleep. I woke up in a pool of blood. My teeth were knocked out of my face from the roots. My nose is broken. I don't remember nothing. Everybody with a heart sunk. Oh my God, what has happened to her? This is crazy. This is tragic. Somebody find something. Next thing we know, there's footage being shown. We see her and Funky Dineva at a club partying. So people start putting 2 and 2 together. They're like, the last person on the scene was her and Funky Dineva. Way back in the background, we see Mendices. We don't even think nothing of it, child. We say, Funky Dineva, you supposed to be her friend. Why weren't you there by her side? Why didn't you help her? Why didn't you make sure she wasn't about, like, whatever? A lot of people were blaming him. Funky Dineva came back out and said, listen, I don't know nothing about Tamar getting hurt. I was not there with her when this happened. I gave her the number to a dentist. I don't know nothing about nothing. Last thing we knew about this situation was the next following day or so, she dropped a homemade music video movie with her mama and Vince. They showed Funky Dineva in it, Lorelai, and Mendices kissing up on Mendices. So now we're all confused because we know that Mendices has these cheating allegations from his storyline on Love and Hip Hop. We don't know who the other woman is. You were just beat up, bloodied somewhere. We're trying to figure out what's going on with you. Are you now coming out and saying that Mendices and you are the other girl? And are you also saying that this was all not true because this was all part of your album promo? Okay, now you're caught up and confused like the rest of us were. So now this week, Tamar is doing another interview or a interview with Lorelai. And she's saying that she doesn't know why people are so upset with her. Only thing she did was throw a birthday party for a friend. And she doesn't remember anything else that happened. That's her story and she's sticking to it. I'm now about to show you a clip of Funky Dineva responding to Tamar because he takes great offense to, saying that she didn't do nothing wrong but look out for him and throw him a birthday party, essentially, is what she is implying. Okay, so let me make sure you guys can hear the sound and we can listen to a little bit of this show.
Like that. I don't like that at all because I'm telling you to your damn face, you was a bold-faced, bald-headed, goddamn liar, okay? That night was never about me. You and Zoe and all the rest of them, y'all was looking for something to eat. Y'all called me and was asking me what was there to eat up in my direction. I said everything up my way, closed. I was like, we could always go to Roof Chris. Y'all said, fuck it, meet me at Roof Chris. I met y'all at Roof Chris, you and Zoe. In comes walking Mendices and his homeboy, okay? Now, this is the third time that me and you have been hanging out, and out of nowhere, here comes Mendices, okay? Now, you can make of that whatever the hell you want to make of it, okay? I was tired. I wanted to go home. Y'all said we going over here to Sauce in Buckhead. Meet us at Sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward it because this is just simply him now trying to explain how it was just all happenstance, how they all ended up together that evening, and that it wasn't like some planned, I just threw you a birthday party, the way Tamar is claiming to do. But this is where, listen, I was right. And I'm looking at my notes right up in here. Okay.
Part of the problem with this whole thing was, Tamar, is that I was never comfortable with the relationship that you and Mendices had in front of me, okay? All of that, you at the music video shoot in your booty shorts, sitting on top of him meeting us up at restaurants every time we met up, I was very uncomfortable with it. And if we gonna tell it, let's tell it all. So since you were throwing a party for a friend's birthday party, do y'all want to know why I did not get out the car and go upstairs with Tamar when we got back to her house? Because after her and Mendices got through kissing in the back of that goddamn car, I figured they wanted to be up there privately. That is why when we got dropped off at Tamar's house, I did not go upstairs. I got in my damn car and went home because you was sitting on his lap in that goddamn Uber and y'all ass was kissing. Okay? And the shit made me damn uncomfortable. Okay? Now, if anybody know who happened and what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendices and his best friend, because they was the ones who went upstairs with you. Now, I don't know whether they was fucking your ass from the back and ran your head through the headboard or what. Okay? But if anybody need to be investigated on what happened to you in your damn teeth, it need to be Mendices and his friend, because that's who went upstairs with you.
Okay. So Tamar is now officially, like, all the speculation, all this, oh, well, you know, this was just for the homemade music video movie. No, y'all was really out here. You really are allegedly, reportedly, accordingly from Funky Dineva, Mendices side chick. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself. Furthermore, it's time to call Olivia Benson. It's time to call Olivia Benson. Funky goes on and he makes some more very valid points about how, you know, she's refusing to have the police be called and refusing to have a report made. And yet she's still saying that something really drastic happened to her. Really, really drastic happened to her. Her face is busted, nose is broken, and her teeth are missing from her mouth. Broken from her mouth. It takes quite a lot of force to do that. That is a medical emergency. So there's no way that your first response or even your long-term response would be, I'm not going to file a report. Unless you had something else going on that you didn't want nobody else to find out about. Either way, Olivia Benson needs to be called. I really don't have nothing to say for Mendices. Mendices falls right on in alignment with what we talked about earlier with Todd Tucker. Just, you can't build a bear. There was no stuff in there. And I do believe he was in jail. I don't know if she got him out of the jail and then tried to marry him, or she was married to him before he went into the jail, or if they not really married at all. I don't know what is really going on with that. I do know he been feeling himself ever since Nicki Minaj said his name on that Sierra song. And I don't know why. I don't know why. This is disgusting. This is despicable. The both of them. And Tamar, I'm going to get back to you. Are you lying about your teeth being injured? Because now we got to question everything. Now that we've called Olivia Benson, we must ascertain all the lies. You were lying about Mendices. You were lying about Funky Dineva. Are you lying about the state of which you were in? Because if people have pointedly pointed out, including Mendices in that video, you popped up the next day on your live next day or so, and you were fine. Apparently, doing your makeup or whatever. And that's not normal. I told Tamar In a previous note, I'm just going to restate it again. I am not interested in nothing that you have going on. You need to take the same nap that Galinda and Elphaba need to be taking. All of 2026, y'all need to be in hibernation. We don't need to see y'all at all next year. Go somewhere and sit down. We need to forget. And you need to rest. Don't know what's going on, but it's something wrong and you need to rest it. Ridiculous. Day after day, day after day. Let's move on. We're gonna move on. We talked about Thanksgiving a little bit at the top of the show, but y'all know that we were supposed to be having a general strike from Black Friday to December 2nd, correct? Did some of y'all not get the memo? Some of y'all disregarded the memo and went into the junk mail. What's going on? What's going on? Some of y'all also won't leave Target alone. We are supposed to be boycotting Target as a people. This is not a Black person boycott. We as a people have said enough is enough with Target. They on that same nap break that Elphaba, Galinda, and now Tamar have been. Drake, he's also on that list. They on a nap. They got nap time right now. You're not supposed to be Patreoning them if you can avoid them. So why was y'all out there in the depths of the middle of the night on Black Friday trying to get a grab bag? Some of y'all don't learn your lessons. Some of y'all don't learn your lessons. Let me pull this up for you. Here's a video of someone who don't believe that fat meat is greasy, took his little self to Target in the middle of the night, and this is what happened to him. Let's listen.
100 people that show up. So it is currently 3:32 a.m. They open up at 6 a.m. and my ass is parked here at Target.
Okay.
Okay, you guys, we're third in line.
Congratulations. Line is
okay,
long.
we did not prepare for how cold it is and whatever. We just like
no solidarity. I'm gonna fast forward just a little.
More prepared. I got 2 blankets, my man's Uggs, mine Uggs, coffee. I brought 2 beanies, gloves.
Oh, you went home, sir. Who is this? Sebastian, Regium, Regium, Reg. Sebastian, Bash, you went home, had a chance to second guess your decisions, decided to come back more prepared with more preparedness to stand out. So look at this line. Look at this line.
Thank you. But this one.
Okay, so they gave y'all a ticket, and then you got, and this bag is huge. Look at this. Let's stop there. That huge bag with them 4 little trick-or-treat items at the very bottom that gotta have a MSRP of $8 and that's a reach. And most of that is for that Element, because Element is expensive. The wastefulness is one of the reasons why we are on Target's ass. Why do you have this 8-gallon bag from them 4 little items?
Y'all, this is what we waited in line for?
Because they play.
I'm pissed.
You should be.
Oh, Target, count your fucking days, because you have some fucking
Let's see what's in this bag.
Fucking nerd. You're telling me that people waited in the freezing cold for a single dose of perfect air dry
shampoo, travel size,
a packet of electrolytes drink mix,
well,
a 3-pack,
3 of them. That's nice.
a pack of Uno cards.
Uno do go hard, I guess.
And our last 2 items.
Mm-hmm.
Some nerd candy and this disgusting, ugly fucking shade of Elf Glow Reviver.
That's what you get, Sebastian. That's what you get. We told y'all. Every day I get them. I can't. What part of us telling y'all to stay out of these people's stores don't you understand? Some people got to go there for necessities. Because, Target has like a little grocery store compartment. There's some people that don't live there close to other grocery stores, maybe, or maybe they're the most reasonably priced. And so they're trying to get their essentials, maybe stuff for their babies. That I understand. But we're not going in there to give them no extra money or attention, especially on Black Friday. Meanwhile, Lowe's was over there giving out appliances, $2,000 worth. Target could never. Target ain't ever. How about that? Do better, people. I ain't even gotta. That's why we ain't even talked about it, because I know that general strike was unsuccessful. Y'all don't want to see the revolution. Y'all don't want to be a part of the revolution. Okay. And then this next story on that same note. All right. A company we could be proud of going into the stores for the middle of the night. Costco. Costco is suing y'all's president. Yeah. Costco wholesaler, I'm a proud member, is suing y'all's president over these tariffs. Okay? These tariffs. It's a whole situation. Let me pull up an article. We can read more about it. This is CNN. It says why Costco is suing the Trump administration. Well, Costco broke ranks with the majority of corporate America by suing the Trump administration on Friday for allegedly overstepping its authority to impose sweeping tariffs this year and demanding its money back if the Supreme Court ultimately strikes them down. Now, the case was argued in the Supreme Court last month. It revolves around if the president has the legal authority to impose tariffs by citing a law known as the International Emergency Economic Powers Act. Trump used those powers to push import tax rates as high as 50% on key trading partners, including India and Brazil, as high as 45% on China earlier this year. As a result, if you need a reminder, the tariffs have cost U.S. importers as much as $90 billion as of late September. We only in December. And that's according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection figures. Okay. So this case, listen, is going to help set the precedent. If the justices find Trump lacked the authority to impose these tariffs, the question is going to become, besides the 5 small businesses challenging the Trump administration, would be eligible for a refund, and how that process would even work. Okay. In anticipation of potential refunds, many businesses have been privately requesting extensions for their tariff payments. And so this is something that they are really, really hoping gets resolved, because this process can take several months to complete because of how complicated the tariff code is to begin with. Okay. Now, Costco's lawyers wrote in the complaint filed with the Court of International Trade that the wholesale giant, along with many other importers, isn't automatically guaranteed a refund if the Supreme Court rules against the Trump administration. Furthermore, filing claimed that CMP denied multiple requests Costco made for the finalizing of tariff payments. Listen. Goes on to say, high risk, high reward. Costco strongly worded lawsuit and implied criticism of Trump's tariffs, claiming they were imposed in a pell-mell manner, with the markets gyrating in response, risk putting the company in hot water with the White House. This is the same thing they did when they bullied Amazon, because Amazon was originally going to be putting the before and after prices. They were going to be putting, this is the price of what your product would have cost before these tariffs, and this is what it's going to cost now because of it. But Trump and them big bully Jeff Bezos, and they decided that, you know, they weren't going to do that because they called that a hostile and political act. So they decided not to publicly share those price changes. Okay. But if Costco didn't sue the Trump administration, the company could be in a position where the tariffs are ruled unlawful, but they still can't get their money back. So that's why the CEO of Gaia Dynamics, an AI-powered trade compliance platform, is saying that's the reason why Costco is doing their lawsuit this way, because they need their money back. Okay. And passing along to the customer is crazy work. Every day we suffer at the hands of this man. Every day that he's in office, we are suffering at the hands of this orange man. And I'm so happy that Costco is deciding to fight back. Bless it. Bless it. What else? Because there's more. Oh, God. Listen, y'all's president continues to stress me out day after day. We could have been a proper country and a proper people. But y'all didn't want that. No, y'all didn't want that. I'm glad that Costco, though, is stepping up and saying, hey, it's one thing to go ahead and mark this as unlawful, which it is. Child. Whether they say it or not, it is. But we need our money back. And I hope that happens for them so that that cost eventually doesn't go against the people. And did y'all see that stupid article? Was this the Washington Post? Jeff Bezos owns this paper now. And it came out with, being affordable isn't all that great. Let's explain why. Bitch, what is you smoking, ho? What is you smoking? Huh? It's strong. It's strong. It's got to be crack. It's giving crack. Okay. So then what else was there's some more stuff that Trump did. There's some more stuff that Trump was doing. Let's see. Yeah. Mad Trump. Call him the Mad Trump, like the Mad King on Game of Thrones. The Independent is reporting that Trump's wild midnight truth social posting binge featured over 150 messages, ranging from treason to beautiful Melania. I'm talking in 1 hour, y'all. In 1 hour, this man posted 150 messages. Started around midnight, stopped, started back up again, 6 a.m. President Trump went on a manic Truth Social posting spree. Monday night, they saw him fire off 150 tweets in mere hours that included compliments about the First Lady to conspiracy theories about Nancy Pelosi. Between 7 p.m. and midnight, the president reposted 150 tweets, averaging about one post every 2 minutes for 5 hours. It's almost like he does not have the whole country to run. You are posting every 2 minutes for 5 hours. It's almost like he should have ran for social media manager of someone else's political account and not the president of the United States. Because who else got the bandwidth? As a content creator and business owner, I barely have the bandwidth to do stuff on social media, but the whole president of the United States that found time to post every 2 minutes for 5 hours. That's normal to y'all. I'm just, because it's not normal to me. So I ask, is that normal to y'all? I needed a whole intern to help me post a few times out the week. Intern gone, I haven't been able to keep up with my posting schedule. But the whole leader of the free world got time. Explain it. How? Let's watch this video that goes into more details about, what some of these posts consisted of. Shall we?
1 a.m. on the East Coast right now, and Donald Trump just went on his worst social media posting spree yet, posting over 150 times in an hour. That's over 2 posts a minute. It's insane. So I'm going to show you some of the worst examples because it got really crazy. This one, where he posted a video of the president of Venezuela speaking with a fake caption that said he surrendered to Donald Trump and turned evidence over that Biden shipped gangs into the United States. That's not what Maduro said. He actually attacked Trump in this speech, and the speech is from February. Here's another one. He posted a conspiracy theory from Alex Jones where he says Michelle Obama may have used Biden's auto pen to pardon people, which is insane. He also reposted someone claiming that Nancy Pelosi planned January 6th 2 years ahead of time. He reposted somebody calling for a military tribunal for President Barack Obama. He reposted this Barron Trump news account, which is based in Europe and is spreading conspiracies. And then he posted this from a random account on Twitter that's calling for the criminal prosecution of President Barack Obama for sedition and other crimes. And that all took place within an hour in the middle of the night. He was clearly going through some mental decline episode and had access to his phone and was just letting anything fly. But it's clear that this guy should not be in office any longer. It's 1 a.m. on the East Coast right
I'm
now,
gonna tell
and
y'all
Donald
something.
Trump just went on his worst social...
At some point, we just got to start calling this what this is. It's elder abuse. This is elder abuse. And just think about it. Just take him out of it, which I know is hard. But in your right mind, would you choose to go into Sunnyside Home Inn, go into the Dimension section of the nursing home that is Sunnyside Inn, and grab the most Alzheimer's showing, symptom showing geriatric person and say, you would make a great free leader of the world? geriatric. This is elder abuse. I said the same thing about Biden. This is elder abuse. Huh? People is reporting about Donald Trump appearing to fight sleep. This is the morning after, child. Fight sleep during a televised cabinet meeting as secretaries take turns offering him praise. The 79-year-old president seemingly struggled to stay awake at some points during the 3-hour meeting, not him needing the nap that I told Ariana, Elphaba, Tamar, and Drake to take. Look at him. President Trump appeared to be dozing off at some points during his Tuesday, December 2nd cabinet meeting. The president's eyelids look heavy as members of his... He sleep. He sleep right. Look at him. The president's eyelids looked heavy as members of his cabinet spoke several hours after his late night posting spree on Truth Social. White House press secretary refuted the idea that Trump was not engaged, saying the president was listening attentively and running the entire 3-hour marathon cabinet meeting. Why don't these people like to be one with the truth? He sleep. The man went nap. He went night. He was asleep. Okay. He was asleep. What happened to all this sleepy Biden jokes? Sleepy Joe, sleepy Biden, sleepy Joe, sleepy Biden. And you on a full nap at a cabinet meeting. It's almost like the workload and the expectations of being the leader of the free world is too much to put upon someone that is experiencing dementia as a geriatric elder. Let's get into some quick notes, child. Quick notes. I wonder if Boondocks was here season. I don't know. I just feel like listen. That is quick notes. That is the quick notes theme song. Quick note. Megan Thee Stallion wins her defamation case against Milagro Grams, kind of, sort of, I guess, y'all. Listen, I told y'all I wasn't following this case too closely. She won, but she didn't. All I know is there's supposed to be this defamation. Her team, Megan's team, first told her that Milagro was not considered media, and they, as a result, because I guess they didn't want her to be protected by First Amendment rights or whatever, and as a result, she was being sued for defamation. Okay, then I guess they wanted her hold her personally liable. They were only asking for $79,000. But the judge ended up coming back and saying, no, Milagro is considered media. We're going to give her some of those protections, I guess. I don't know where, child. But she still got to pay y'all $59,000. I don't really know. Okay. But it's over. Megan was serving the whole time she was going to court, looks after looks. This was a really short case. I hope Megan feels she got the resolve that she needs, child. We can move on. I don't want to hear nothing else about that case. Okay. What's next? Next up, who else we talk about? Oh, Miley, y'all. Miley Cyrus got engaged. She got engaged to somebody named Max Morando. That's been her boyfriend for 4 years. She is somebody who I just feel like if this, and I'm not speaking nothing bad over you. I hope this works out. This is a quick note. When you start failing at the heterosexual marriages, relationships, engagements, back to back to back to back, you got to jump over to the rainbow. Okay? So if this don't work out, I think you will be a great candidate somewhere over there on the rainbow, Miley. But congratulations. On that same note, Portia Williams got a new girlfriend. She said at the Culture Con that she was dating both a boy and a girl. And I don't know if she was trying to narrow it down or whatever. But then she, right before the holidays or on the holidays, she starts showing up with pictures. I think the girl's name is Sway, like Patrice Sway something. So she's got her new girlfriend because, like I'm saying, once you get all these back-to-back failed hetero, she was with Cordell, she was with Dennis, and then she was just with Simon. None of them worked out. It is time to go to the rainbow. It just that's the next logical step. As far as I'm concerned, once you strike out of the rainbow, okay, then your next step is me sexual by yourself. So, okay, Portia, happy to see you there. Who else that I had want to give a quick note? Oh, child, Jada Pinkett Smith. Jada Pinkett Smith is being sued for $3 million by Will Smith's former friend Bilal Salam. Listen, allegedly, Bilal is going around spreading lies and vicious allegations against Will and bringing into question his sexuality and all this stuff. To which he reportedly says Jada Pinkett Smith ran up to him and told him that he was about to catch a bullet. So he is suing her at the tune of $3 million. I put this picture of Jada because this is her from Low Down Dirty Shame. Chad from As the World Turns. That's my favorite Jada. That's my favorite Jada movie. That's my favorite Jada. Listen, we don't give a damn. Quick note, we don't give a damn about none of that. We're not missing the next Will Smith movie. We're not turning against Will Smith. Anything you can say about this man as far as what he got going on in his own time that we too much care about. We know they're a little strange over there. We don't care. We going to see Bad Boys 5. We do not care. We are not canceling Will Smith. Move on. Okay? Same thing for Jada. She will always be Peaches from Low Down Dirty Shame to me. That's it for my quick notes. I have to go into some closing notes. Okay. Closing notes for you guys where I want to catch you up on real quick, important topic, if you will, if you please. Where is my, y'all know I be over here just pressing all these buttons, all these little buttons. Okay. Closing notes. I want to talk to you guys about an update on what's happening with Mercedes Wells. Mercedes Wells, as you know, that those are my cousins. Her husband is my cousin, and I had Dr. Joy on the show, and we gave you guys exclusive information straight from the source about what was going on with this situation of her being in active labor and then being turned away by the hospital, which was ridiculous. Okay, So, okay, I got some information, you guys, about what's going on lately with Mercedes Wells. So, right around the holidays, right before Thanksgiving, Mercedes actually, the family believed, was hemorrhaging, and called and got her rushed back to the hospital. While there, doctors told her, hey, everything that you're kind of experiencing is bleeding and stuff. This is all a result of you having traumatic childbirth, which makes sense. You then got stress, cortisol levels high, you going into labor, you're about to give birth, you have a nurse that's being racist, condescending, rude to you. None of the staff is helping to intervene. The doctor won't even come in and see about you. You get kicked out the hospital, escorted out by security. Okay. And you're on the road driving in this state, panicked, under stress, under duress, still in labor, active labor, and then knowing the next hospital is 30 minutes away. 8 minutes later, you didn't gave birth, blood and stuff everywhere. You're not even in the correct childbirthing position. Okay. In the car. I'm not even quite sure if they stopped the car, because when I hear them tell the story to me, they're like, he was driving, my cousin Leon was driving with one hand on the wheel and helping her with the baby, pull the baby out with the other hand. Like, I don't know why he didn't pull over to the side, or did he pull out the side, or they're confused because so much was going on. It was traumatic. And now you back at the hospital. Imagine that. Your baby is days old. New, brand new baby is now separated from the mom because you're having additional complications from that experience. This is why we want everybody responsible and involved named. That's what the next step is, what the family is asking. When it comes to accountability, like since we last, talked to Dr. Joy, they fired the nurse and they fired the doctor. And at that time, they still hadn't met with the family and reviewed Mercedes' medical records. But they announced to the press that they fired the nurse and the doctor, but they didn't release their names. So this means these people can continue to practice. They have active licenses that they can continue to practice at any other hospital or any other network, any other private practice, any other practice. Okay. But I told you all that today I have some names for you all. And I have some license information for you all. So the first one is, this is the nurse. Her name is Karen Elizabeth Sale. Her license number is 282-871-05, A as in Apple. She's licensed in Indiana. Again, this is the nurse responsible for calling security on Mercedes Wells and our family, escorting them out of the hospital during active labor, refusing to get a physician to convey the urgency of needing a physician. This is the person responsible. One of the persons responsible. Okay. Now, I'm going to also share with you all, in addition to Nurse Karen Elizabeth Sale, who has an active license in Indiana, I want to share with you guys the doctor's information. Okay. So this is the doctor's information. Her name is Dr. Nicole Marie Cataldi. Dr. Nicole Marie Cataldi is the physician that was on site that just could not be bothered, was too busy enough that when requested multiple times over and over and over again, refused to see Mercedes Wells in person. Simply refused to see Mercedes Wells in person. Okay, this is her information. She actually has 2 licenses. She has the first license in Indiana. That number is 0200-337. I believe that it is the number 1 and the letter A is in Apple. And that is her active medical license as an osteopathic physician that can write controlled substances. That's what that additional license is. But this is her medical license as an osteopathic physician in Indiana. Now she has another license in Illinois. Because remember, I told you, just because you get fired from one hospital does not mean that you are not free to go work at another hospital or go start your own private practice, and also free to work across state. Okay, so she has an active license as well in Illinois, and I'm going to share that one with you guys as well, because this was new to me. I looked it up and I was like, wait, this says she's licensed in both places. So this is her information in Illinois. Okay, Nicole Marie Cataldi. License number in Illinois 036 118 026. 036 118 026. They need to lose their licenses. Or they need to be reviewed by the licensing board. I will say that. There needs to be a formal complaint brought up to the licensing board for both of them. Everybody is in alignment that discharging a patient before seeing them, before verifying their safety, before verifying that they even have safe transport is simply egregious and completely dangerous. Anything could have happened to Mercedes and her baby after being discharged and giving birth 8 minutes later in a car. They could have gotten infections. They were not in a sanitized environment. The baby could have had the umbilical cord tied around her neck. The mom could have experienced preeclampsia or, all these things. It was already a high risk pregnancy for Mercedes. So please call. You can call and you can help bring this case up or your own experience. Feel free, if these people, this is another reason why we want to share their information, because for all we know, they both can still be practicing, and you can still, be having harmful and endangered experiences with them. So Dr. Marie Cataldi and nurse Karen Elizabeth Sale, they are still somewhere eligible to provide you or your family with this same level of negligent care. And we just don't think that that is something that should happen. I will continue to keep you updated, and as much as I can with information directly from the source. And hopefully we get changes across the board. That's really what the family is looking for. Want to get systematic changes that impact everybody, so that there is no woman, no mother giving birth that experiences this racism, this discrimination, this rudeness that Mercedes felt, her and her husband and her new baby felt, that they were completely unwelcome from the onset when they went into this hospital by the staff. And then next up, I do feel like everybody there that was on staff bears some responsibility, because nobody intervened, nobody interjected, tried to supersede and say, hey, this is not right. Everybody just stood by and watched them be mistreated. And that is how these things are enabled to keep going, because nobody says anything when something is wrong. I want to, of course, thank you so much for listening to me again today. Tell you guys about all the stuff that's happening this week, child. Until we meet again next week. What's going on next week? I'm trying to figure out, like, is it? Well, no, we got a couple more days until Christmas. We got a couple weeks until Christmas. So we meet again, until we talk again. I'm always like, I'm not gonna have nothing to talk to them about. Ain't nothing going on. It's just dry. And so as soon as I hit publish, boom, 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 all this stuff happening, I don't even know how to keep up with it all. So I have fun hanging out with y'all for this couple of hours. You guys can follow me everywhere at Chantel Siobhan. You can stay up to date with me on Mercedes. I'm giving updates on Mercedes as they come in on my social media channels. You guys can listen to this podcast wherever you listen to podcasts at. In addition to watching us here, I'm still saying us, but in addition to watching me here, you can listen to this podcast wherever podcasts are podcasted, child. I don't know, Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. Where else y'all listen to podcasts at? We are everywhere, okay? Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next time,